Well, this evening you've heard from John about the importance of salmonella and the importance to you as a human and food safety, and also the importance to the pig. And Mike's kind of described to you the importance of this new vaccine. And I want to spend just a moment with you without providing, in all fairness, I had about 71 slides, and Mike said, there ain't no way you are presenting 71 slides of technical data at a dinner meeting, okay? So he allowed me to have 3, okay? So please ask some questions as we're going along, but I want to share with you some of the technical characteristics of this vaccine. If you as a producer or you as a veterinarian was to use this vaccine, what might you expect? And to start off with, Mike has said it very well. This is the label indication as a veterinarian. What might I expect? I might expect that this product could be used as an aid in the prevention of disease caused by Salmonella cholerae suis and Salmonella typhimurium. Now, there's a lot of things that go into the disease aspect, and to go through this, I want to share with you the licensing trials that we went through, and so you can understand some of the characteristics of the vaccine and what we would expect and how it would perform under the conditions of these studies, and see if this might be an option to use as an aid in the prevention of these diseases on the farm. As you can imagine, Mike said it's a dual antigen vaccine. It has a component of Salmonella cholerae suis antigen, and it has a Salmonella typhimurium component antigen as well in the product. So you can imagine that for the government, we would need to provide a group of vaccinated pigs, and they were challenged with Salmonella cholerae suis. That's study number 1. That's 2011168, and then study number 2 would be vaccinated with this dual antigen and challenged with Salmonella typhimurium and see how they respond. And you can see behind me that pretty audacious numbers, and that we had some very severe challenges, okay? And some of the non-vaccinated pigs did succumb to the challenge. They died. None of the vaccinated pigs died, whether it was in the first study, the cholerae suis challenge, or the typhimurium. So there was no mortality in these studies in the vaccinated pigs. There was in the non-vaccinated pigs. So one of the key aspects of Salmonella, of course, with it being an enteric disease, and the way that it's functioned, it alters the absorption and the digestion, and also it floods into the intestine a lot of water to help dilute the problem that the Salmonella is causing. And so you can imagine that these 3 responses by the animal leads to severe dehydration. And quite honestly, in especially Salmonella typhimurium, this oftentimes leads to the mortality that you may see. And you can see that in these 2 studies, none of the vaccinated pigs had any dehydration. And so finally, I didn't think it would be very nice or polite if I brought you a bunch of lesions of diseased intestines right here before we eat. So just take my word on it. Trust me. Okay? There was a decrease in lesions. There was a decrease in diarrhea in both of these studies. There was a decrease of duration of diarrhea in the typhimurium study, and there's a decrease of clinical disease in both studies, and as well as there was a decrease in shedding. Now, the decrease in shedding is really, really a cool thing because that relates all the way back to what John talked about earlier. Okay? If we can decrease animals that are shedding the organism, have a cleaner environment, have less animals shedding the disease, there's less opportunity for others to pick it up and it become a food safety concern. So I think you can see here that these are really some audacious results from these studies. Very, very pleased with these results. Now, what this would mean to a producer is, if I went back a slide, okay, it would mean that this vaccine can be used as an aid in the prevention of disease due to cholerae suis and due to Salmonella typhimurium. All adds together in a nice, neat, very clean bundle. Not only, like Mike said, the label is very unique in the industry because it's a unique product. These results are outstanding. Okay, which as a veterinarian and a producer, I think you can extrapolate that this is a disease that infection is common. Okay, this is a vaccine that looks like it could be very effective for you on the farm at reducing Salmonella, shedding, the diarrhea, the mortality, the dehydration, all the things that go along with that, and the fever. You know, a lot of times these pigs continued to perform really, really well throughout the study, these studies.